Hey everyone, this is Unlock24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now, to them, I've been playing some rank, and I'm like really low, I think low gold. And whenever I'm in these lower ranks, I just tend to have fun. And I was trying this deck out and see how it worked, and I managed to get 3 copies of this guy, and I decided to make a deck around it. The deck overall, it's decent. It's not going to be something that's super competitive, but I haven't lost a game with it. But that's not really saying much because it's really low low rank. So one of the things that this deck has is that it's kind of starts out with a handicap because you really need the legendary ocean in order for the deck to work properly. And you're wasting it at one turn if you have the Planet Pathfinder to get it, and then after that you go off because then Hammer Shark turns to level 3. So does You Minotaurus turns to level 3 as well. This guy turns to a level 4, which you can just normal summon. And like I said, the deck it's decent. It's not like I said, a really competitive deck. And one of the cool things is that this guy, it's an 1800 attack and a 22 defense, which means he's exactly when you add those up, it's exactly 4,000. So you can search it out with Card of the Soul. And in this particular deck, let me just go ahead and go over it, and then we can go into some replays. So we're running 3 Hammer Sharks. We're just using it for the effect and for the beatdown aspect of it. You Minotaurus, 3 of them, and it combos out with the Hammer Shark whenever you have the Legendary Ocean out on the field. 3 Shark Cruisers, 2 Planet Pathfinders to get the Legendary Oceans, 3 enemy controllers, 3 Legendary Ocean, and 3 Card of the Soul. Like I said, this is a low tier deck. It's not gonna be if you have the cards and if you just want to have fun and just want to try it out, I suggest you do it. Otherwise, if you don't have the cards, don't go out of your way to get them because the deck isn't that great. It's just all right. It's one of those decks that you just want to have fun with. You're not really trying to win, but like I said, if you're in those lower ranks, you will win because people don't really know what this guy does, and a lot of people in those lower ranks they're destroying it with either Michizuru or what is it? That spell card that destroys one of your normal monsters and one of the opponent's monster. And that's how I won a couple of games because they didn't know what the card does. And actually, the first time that I tried it, I misplayed it too because instead of grabbing 2 monsters, I just grabbed 1 because I was thinking you grab 1, you summon it, and then you go in for the next one. But that's not the case. Whenever you go in, you go ahead and get it. But let's go ahead and get into the replay so you can go ahead and see the deck in action. That was and with the My event, I've only seen like 3 of her at level 40, and I was able to successfully farm them with that Blue Eyes deck that I showed you guys yesterday. Alright, against Bandit Keith. You can choose to surrender and end the duel. They need to make it to where we can surrender on the opponent's turn too. Alright. And I should have changed Balanced out for maybe a Mythic Depths or whatever the other skill is when you start out with a Yuumi. So Card of the Soul, which allows me to search another copy of it. And one thing I don't get about that card is I don't know why they show you the whole deck when you can just search out for the card that you're looking for. And this wasn't really a particular good game. It's just these lower ranks that really they're playing. Their decks are all over the place, so it's nothing great. Alright, the next one against Ishizu Ishtar, and let's see what happens in this one. So it would have been awesome if instead of Yuumi was a Legendary Ocean with the skill or maybe they'll add it here in the future where you can get a Legendary Ocean instead of Yuumi. And I thought about adding the Legendary Fisherman, but there was really no point in it. I mean, if you don't have the Shark Cruisers and if you have Legendary Fishermen, you can just put them in their place. It'll be basically the exact same thing. I saw Resurrections to get out of his Red Eyes, but I do have an enemy controller, so I just take control of it and attack for game anyways. Alright, my event, and this is actually a really interesting one, I think, is where one of the Shark Cruisers goes off, because, like I said, the opponent didn't really know what the Shark Cruiser did, so he ends up destroying it, and you'll see here in a bit what happens. Well, I'm going second. So he's running a 22 card deck with Harpies on Tigger on top of that, so making it 23. And you always have a copy of Shark Cruiser because of the soul, like card of the soul, and I did get a Legendary Ocean, so I can go ahead and summon it. And then here he ordered charges, destroys it, and I think this is where I messed up, where I only get one of them. Oh no, I do get the two of them, and then you can activate the shark and then summon another monster and then attack the game. And this is how, in theory, the deck is supposed to work. But oh, he does Karibo. But like I said, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because you have to draw the Legendary Ocean and then you have to play it, and then she surrenders. Alright, next one against Joey Wheeler. Alright, let's see what happens on this one. So I do have Pathfinder, which I have to summon, waste the whole turn, get a Legendary Ocean, and that set the enemy controls to defend myself. And this is one of the things I don't like about the deck, is that you have to waste a turn. And if you play in higher ranks, this deck is completely unusable, because by that time that you get a Legendary Ocean, you will most likely would have already lost. And here's, for 4-star Ladybugs, my Shark Cruiser, and here's where I messed up, where I only summoned one of them. Where I should have summoned a Hammer Shark and a Minotaurus. But anyways, it doesn't really matter, because the opponent doesn't really have anything. I think it's because he's playing like a, what is it, like a 25, 26 card deck. He might have had Blue Eyes, but I didn't control it to take the Kaiba Man, so he didn't Blue Eyes me. Then I go ahead and activate Hammer Shark's effect and attack for game. Okay, and then the last one. Against Weevil. And this Weevil deck, I think he's trying to play like a dual standby deck, and you can't do that with this Weevil. With Weevil, you have to do the own Weevil thing with the Mask of Restricts and the what is it, the Blacksmith. So he's trying to do a dual standby with Weevil, which is never gonna work. Okay. So in this one I did get the Legendary Ocean the first time, which is it's just good, I guess. But he does have the Lava Golem, he just summons it. And then my turn, I go ahead and take 1,000, flip it to attack mode, and then attack for game. So he just basically, he didn't have a mask, so I don't know why he gave me the Lava Golem. That was just a poor decision on his part. But anyways, the deck overall, it's a decent deck. If you have the tickets, you might want to give it a try with the Shark Cruiser. But if you don't go out of your way to get it, because the deck isn't that impressive or anything. It's just a I guess it's if you want to burn some time and try it out, you can go ahead and do so. And if you don't want to play, well, you have to kind of play the Legendary Oceans, but you can also play some level 3s instead of the Minotaurs to make the Hammer Shark live more often. And that's basically the only other suggestion. And if you don't have the 3 Shark Cruisers, you can put in the Legendary Fisherman, and like I said, just use it as a fun deck, not something that's gonna be completely competitive and it's gonna blow everyone out of the water. So I think that's gonna be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And then if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, and I do highly suggest that you do subscribe. And if you dislike it, well, go ahead and leave a dislike, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.